My brothers and sisters, you are now watching The Gamer 2323, so just forget about the chores you're supposed to do. Put your feet up, get your Kool-Aid, fried chicken, popcorn, get whatever you may need. And I hope you enjoy the video. Can you smell it, my brothers and sisters? Can you smell it? You better be glad you can't smell it. My farts be damaged. I'd rather pooty than brother poo. Nah, sucker. It smells like E3 out this sucker. It's almost E3 time, suckers. You know, this is our second Christmas. This is our Super Bowl. This is our World Cup. If you're a gamer, you know, E3 time, man, always an exciting time. And for this vid right here, I wanted to I guess say the games that I must personally see at this year's E3. You guys can leave your list, but right now your list is irrelevant. So you're going to listen to my list. I'm going to say the games that I must see at this year's E3, me personally, and then if you guys want to do a vid response or just leave it down in the comments, feel free, lag out. All right, so this is in no particular order. So let's start off with the Division. Okay, so The Division, man, we all know the story of this game. It just recently got delayed, which might have been a good thing. Who knows, coming from Ubisoft. But The Division, my interest for this game, my curiosity for this game still remains, because if Ubisoft can finally hit the nail on the head for at least one of their games, because we all know the track record of them, Ubisoft has a lot of games that could potentially be really good, but they never turn out to be like that. So if they can finally hit just for one time, hit the nail on the head with The Division, this game can really be like the savior to shooters, because we need at least in my opinion, I think we need a new shooter to come in and change up the game the same way that Call of Duty once did, same way that Halo once did, the same way that Destiny the same way that Destiny did. But so in The Division, it has so much potential to be that game. This game can really be a great game. This game could potentially be a game of the year contender if they really, get it right. So the Division, even though I'm really scared and unsure of how this game is going to turn out, I want to see some more of this game. I want to see some more gameplay for this game, because just due to the potential of how great this game could be. I think the last time we seen gameplay wasn't it at last year's E3? Because I do remember seeing 2 gameplays for The Division. So I want to see more of The Division. Ubisoft, you cannot fail. If this game ends up being another so-so game from you guys, I'm literally done with buying Ubisoft games, because that's just too many games to have, that could potentially be really good to turn out just being nothing special. So The Division, definitely want to see more of that at this year's E3. All right, now let's take it over to Camp Microsoft. Okay, so Microsoft. When it comes to these bastards, when it comes to Microsoft, and I said this, I thought last year they had the slightly better E3 conference. As an overall press conference, I thought they were a little bit better than Sony, and they needed to be, because we all know what Sony did to them in 2013. Sony pretty much took a dump, a dookie, a diarrhea, whatever you want to call it. That's what happened on that stage that year. They were my Microsoft was the laughing stock at E3 that year, and I still think that's why they continue to struggle in terms of sales compared to the PS4. I still think it goes back to that moment and how Sony was just flat out embarrassing them, but ever since then, the Xbox One has slowly but steadily getting better, so this year, they say that they have a lot of big plans, a lot of big surprises, and one of, the most anticipated, games to be shown at this conference, which I don't think has been officially confirmed yet, but it's almost like as the days go by, it's becoming like more and more factual, and just like I said, if they didn't do this, they would be flat out retarded because it could sell Xbox Ones, which we know that they're trying to do, so Gears of War, something Gears of War related. I don't know if it's going to be Gears 4, a complete reboot of the series. What people, are saying is just going to be a Gears remaster, in which I'm hearing it just might be Gears 1, and people are like, why would you just remaster Gears 1? But when you really think about it, maybe they don't want it to turn out like MCC. MCC had 3 games in it, and that's one of the excuses of why it was so bad. It was this bad because it was running on 3 servers. I don't know. So maybe if it isn't just a Gears 1 remaster, maybe that's why they're doing it. So it could work on day one. But I would definitely be, if it was a Gears remaster, I would want at least 1 through 2. You can't just have Gears 1 and that's it, even though people would still buy it. But something Gears of War related has to be at this year's press conference for Microsoft. If you want to sell Xbox Ones, what better way than to show pretty much your second biggest exclusive for the Xbox. A lot of people love Gears of War. That is some people's favorite franchise on Xbox. That's how a lot of people got into the Xbox 360 with Gears of War. Do you still remember the day when you first played Gears of War on Xbox 360? Jump was mind blowing, so can you imagine how Gears of War would look on Xbox One? That would be pretty interesting to see. So something Gears of War related. I don't know if it's going to be a remaster, a reboot, a Gears 4. I don't know. All that our brother does know is something Gears of War related. I want to see. Now, we all say that we hate remasters, right? But let's be honest, there are some remasters that if they were to come out, they still get a pass because it's a remaster that we would actually want to play. Again, it seems like the remasters that we actually want, devs are like, I don't know. But then it's like the remasters that no one asked for. They're like, here, so, again, we've been having a lot of remasters this gen, but there's still a few that I would be all for. And this is one of them. An Uncharted collection. Now, there's been rumored that it might happen, but it's been very it hasn't really been getting too much attention like the Gears of War collection. So, an Uncharted collection, we all know that they're working on Uncharted 4. We all know Uncharted 4 sadly got delayed, so an Uncharted collection could really hold us over until Uncharted 4 comes out. And if they did it like MCC, but it worked day one, okay? I will always put that at the end, but it worked, it had 1 through 3, Uncharted 1 through 3, and it had the online for 2 and 3. Put that junk at 1080p, 60 frames per second. Lord have mercy. People would buy that collection. And what if they got real gangster with it? It said, you know what? Not only is an Uncharted collection coming out this June, but we decided to throw in early access to the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta. Thank you very much. People would be like, Lord have mercy. That would really be good because then we could really have something to hold us over until Uncharted 4. An Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta early access, and it would pretty much work the same way the Uncharted 3, beta did. So that would be amazing, dude. Like, you buy the Uncharted collection and you get early access to the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta, which I don't know when it would start, but say it would start like at the end of June or mid-July. That would be so epic. If people would like rush out and just buy the Uncharted collection just to play the Uncharted 4 multiplayer beta, and they could get feedback, from, the online, because we all know, well, most people, I should say, we don't want the online for Uncharted 4 to be like 3. We want it to be more like 2. So I'm sure that, they got some new, ideas for the online for 4, but definitely if they were to announce an Uncharted collection, put that junk at 1080p, 60 frames, and be a gangster about it, say, you know what, and there's early access to an Uncharted 4 multiplayer. Thank you very much, kind sir. That would be amazing. I would love to see that happen.
I know now, without a doubt, Kingdom Hearts is light!
I still remember that scene, and then Ansem was like, so, King, 2 words, suckers, 2 words. 2 words. Kingdom Hearts. Square Enix, if you bastards don't stop playing with people's emotions, someone's going to die. Okay? Stop teasing us with Kingdom Hearts 3. Stop keeping us in the dark. Show more Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay, okay? We've been waiting literally for years for Kingdom Hearts 3. This game was supposed to come out years ago because people wanted another Kingdom Hearts on console. That's when they took the whole handheld route. Kingdom Hearts 3 must be shown at this year's E3. I know you guys, you got the whole Final Fantasy thing going on. Sucker, listen. Kingdom Hearts 3 needs to be shown. I'm talking about a good 10 to 15 minutes of just non-stop gameplay of Kingdom Hearts 3. Like, dude. And it still irks me, dude. I'm sorry. It still irks me that this game is going to be multi-platform. It's something about it that just doesn't sit right with me. And that's not me being a fanboy. It would be the exact same if Halo was to come to PlayStation. What? Ew, no. So, but Kingdom Hearts 3, this game is so special that, like, I think when this game eventually does come out, I think even the people that never even played this game before, they will get it just based off the fact that it is being talked about so much. Kingdom Hearts 3, we still don't know when this game is going to come out. All they said was now in development. When they showed it, I think at E3 at 2013, I believe. So this game right here, which some people thought was going to come out this year, suckers, you on crack. We might not see this game. Might not come out until, like, I would even say the ending of this year. I'd say like in 2017, sucker, maybe 2018. Shoot, maybe 2019. Kingdom Hearts 3. This game has been needed for so long, and for Square Enix to know that and still not show us gameplay is like just the ultimate slap in the face. So if you bastards don't show Kingdom Hearts 3 at this year's E3, I'm talking about a good 10 to 15 minutes of just non-stop gameplay. Show us a Sephiroth boss. Can you imagine those boss fights? Sephiroth boss fight on PS4 or a Terra boss? Oh, that's mercy. But if you guys don't show us something of Kingdom Hearts 3 at this year's E3, me and whoever is watching this vid right now is going to go to the offices and someone's going to die. Okay, Kingdom Hearts 3 must be showed at this year's E3. Speaking of Kingdom Hearts, there's another game from Camp Square Enix that kind of caught my eye. And I've never really been a fan of this franchise. Like I said before, I think the last one I played was 10. I've always respected the franchise. I could just never really get into it. But I can tell you one thing. I'm buying this one. I am buying listen, if those graphics look anything like what they showed in that gameplay, that they showed, that Final Fantasy 15, that looks next gen. That game looks next gen. Now, I don't know if it's actually going to look like that on release, because we all know games look one way before release, and then when it comes out, it's like, you just lied to me. So, but aside from them graphics, I also like that it doesn't have that traditional Final Fantasy gameplay. I know there is a term for it, but it's not coming to my mind right now. But the whole where you can't move around freely while you're fighting. You have to do, the command. So you go to attack, or you go to defend, or magic, whatever like that. You can move around freely, just like in Kingdom Hearts. I know there's a term for it, but it's not coming to my mind right now. That and those graphics, and because you don't have to play the previous Final Fantasies to know what's going on. It's a completely new story. If I had to play the previous 14 Final Fantasies, I don't think I would get this game. But because it's a completely new story, the game, the gameplay is more like Kingdom Hearts-ish, and those graphics, where do I sign up to play this game? Final Fantasy 15, I definitely want to see more gameplay for this game at this year's E3. Again, I've never really been into Final Fantasy like that, but Final Fantasy 15 definitely has my attention. I would love to see some more of this game at this year's E3. Now, with this game right here, I don't know what's going on with this game. I really don't know what's going on. Like, ever since this game got announced back at E3 2013, I believe, since then, we haven't heard a peep. Crickets chirping on that side. It hasn't even been like Last Guardian. Like, at least with that game, you get the whole, don't worry, we're working on it. But with this game, nothing. I am willing to bet my black nutsack this game is getting delayed. Like, I'm going to set myself up for this game getting delayed now. So when it is announced, I'm not bummed out. But since it hasn't been confirmed that it's getting delayed, I want to see some more. Well, I can't even say some more. I want to see some of Tomb Raider. Like, Tomb Raider is supposed to come out this year. If you guys forgot, it's supposed to come out this year. It is a timed exclusive for Xbox. So if they did show something, it would be at Microsoft's conference. And who knows? Maybe that's one of their surprises, that they have. We'll finally see some gameplay for Tomb Raider, because I did enjoy Tomb Raider that came out in 2013. I did like that game. The characters I didn't care for no character in that storyline aside from Lara Croft, but as far as from a gameplay standpoint, I did like the game. So Tomb Raider it's supposed to come out this year, but there's no way. There's no way. We're halfway through 2015 and we've seen no gameplay. Nah, this game's getting delayed. But since it hasn't been confirmed yet, I want to see some of Tomb Raider. We've seen no gameplay yet, and it's kind of odd because we're halfway through 2015. So if you're not getting delayed, Tomb Raider, even though I know you are, I want to see some gameplay this year. And last but not least, well, actually, before I say this one, let me also say some games that I would like to see. Halo 5. I mean, I'm still a fan of the franchise. Want to see some of that. I would actually like to see some of the story gameplay though for this, because I want to see the whole thing going on between Locke and Chief. That whole thing they got going on. So Halo 5, Crackdown 3, which was announced at last year's E3. I don't believe that game is supposed to come out this year, but I would want to see some gameplay for Crackdown 3. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. This could very well be the last, true Metal Gear Solid, before Konami decides to go mobile with it. So I want to see some of that, so some story gameplay, some online, especially the online, because I never got a chance to play Metal Gear Online, because when I got Metal Gear Solid 4. By that time, the servers were shut down. I heard the online for that was very good, so I want to see some more of the online gameplay. Of course, the story too. You know, is that it? Is that it? I'm trying to think of all the games I would like to see some of. That's all I could think of right now. But last but not least, Guerrilla Games has been working on this new IP, I think codename Horizon, for quite some time, you know. So, and even though the last taste in our mouths that we got from them was that's Elite Zone Struggle Fall. Listen, man. Even though the past 2 kill zones have been pretty trash, don't get it twisted. Guerrilla Games is a good developer, and you know, at least the rumors about their new IP is supposed to be some RPG-ish type shooter type deal. So you know, I don't know if they're trying to, you know, make their own destiny or whatever, but I definitely want to see, you know, what they've been working on, what they have underneath their sleeves with this game. So hopefully, if they, you know, do show off, you know, a trailer or even some gameplay, I would definitely be for that, because Guerrilla Games is a good developer. It's just, I think with Killzone, they could just never find like what exactly they wanted to do with it, because it was always going in a different direction. So Guerrilla Games, last but not least, I want to see some of their new IP. Now that's the games that a brother wants to see. What do you want to see? You know, we all got our own, you know, wishes for E3. Some people want to Crash Bandicoot remaster. Some people finally want to see some Last Guardian, you know. Some people want to see maybe, Siphon Filter, Jak 4, The Last of Us 2. People keep on. Listen, let that game get a breath of fresh air, okay? I don't want no Last of Us 2. At least until 2017, you know, maybe a trailer then or something like that. But what do you guys want to see at E3? What are your must-see games at this year's E3? Hope you guys enjoyed this video. And yeah, man, I cannot wait for this year's E3. It just keeps on creeping on.